September, the President, Muhammadu Buhari, and his aides arrived at the conference hall of the presidential villa in a move to inject another dimension of the All Progressives Congress's change program to the Nigerian people.
A journey for our country, a journey of rebirth, a journey of reform.
Already seated in the hall are well-meaning Nigerians drawn from the government and the private sector to listen to the president's perspective to the socio-economic and political challenges bedeviling the country.
The campaign will not be a sprint.
With confidence, the president mounts the podium to announce that there has to be a reorientation of mindset to achieving the set goals and promises of the APC government he leads through a slogan, "Change begins with me."
With the launch of the National Reorientation Campaign, the campaign will not be a sprint, but a marathon that will run the course of our tenure. We are under no illusion that the changes we seek will happen overnight. But we have no doubt that the campaign will help restore our value system and rekindle our nationalistic fervor. I am therefore appealing to all Nigerians to be part of this campaign. Our citizens must realize that the change they want to see begins with them, and that personal and social reforms are not a theoretic exercise. If you have not seen the change in you, you cannot see it in others, or even the larger society. In other words, before you ask, where is the change they promise us? You must first ask, how far have I changed my ways?
After his speech, President Buhari hands over the change banner to the Minister of Information, Mr. Lai Mohammed. As expected, governors and individuals affiliated to the APC government welcomed the launch of Change Begins With Me by the National Orientation Agency, initiated by the President.
We can see from our presentation today that this is more about persuasion, it's more about appealing to the nationalism, patriotism, and the goodness of Nigerians. This is not about beating anybody. Very, very soft messages, but which is, we believe is impactful.
While some say no other time is better than now to initiate the program, others say the change mantra will permeate because the leadership has taken the lead. According to them, Nigeria has gone down the precipice as there has not been leadership by example by the previous administrations in the country.
I think there's no better time to really reinvent the war against indiscipline than now. Nigeria's psyche has been, dislocated, over a long period of time. And God has brought a president to quickly, fix that, and then we appreciate him, and this is the right time.
The change starts with us, the leaders. And I'm very happy that the president said the change starts with him. In other words, he has taken to himself some responsibilities of what he needs to do as a person. The minister said so, and the governors in the same chorus are saying change starts with us. And in other words, the people must see in us the change we're talking about, the change of behavior, change of character, change of leadership, everything should change, because it's obvious that the old Nigeria we practice cannot take us to the greater height.
In the past, we do the change by saying only the government, but this time around, the government is throwing it back to the people, that change begins with me, beginning with you. So it's not about government alone, it's about everybody. It's about the society, it's about everybody in the society.
I think it's long overdue. If you look at the decadence in our system, I think it's appropriate that we try to canvas for change of attitude, the way we do things. And I think it should be leadership by example. Because in most cases, why change have not worked is because our leaders don't lead by example. But this time around, I think we have seen a commitment to lead by example. And I think we'll encourage all of us to conform to this change. And it is true that change will begin by ourselves. We can't do something different and then expect others that we are leading to do something different. So I think it's a concept that all Nigerians should embrace.
The head of service of the Federation, Mrs. Winifred Oyo-Ita, gives a wider insight into the federal government's change drive. She says the launched Change Begins With Me project will begin from the civil service in order to change public servants' orientation to work. She is confident that many civil servants are already buying into the change mantra despite the current economic challenges in the country.
That change we are looking out for, that we want to see, we desire to see in Nigeria, surely must start with each and every one of us. I'm very happy with the sharp response of civil servants, and I believe that it will not just be in terms of being at work at the right time and in good time, but also it will move into their total attitude towards their work output. When you talk about change, definitely you know that some people are a bit reluctant to move onto the change train, and others are very quick to take on this new policy thrust of change begins with me. What we need to do, I believe, is to encourage, develop a reward system for those who are visibly changing for the better. That would encourage the civil servants who are moving along with this change mantra of change begins with me. They need to be encouraged. And those who are reluctant to move on the change train will also have to be disciplined so that they understand that this is the new thrust of government.
Change begins with me. That is why I'm here. Yes, if I want to see change, that is the reason why I'm actually here. I can't stay in the house. That is just the truth.
It has always been like that. Every change we want, it has to be with you. It starts with every individual. It's not about waiting for the Mr. President to do the whole thing from his... He can't be here to check us if you're in the office, for crying out loud. But I, with my own conscience, I believe I have to justify what I'm here doing. So I have to come to the office. So the change starts with me as a person, not necessarily them from the presidency there on the National Assembly or whatever.